It's New Comic Book Day. Lots of books to talk about this week, but maybe less than normal. I'm gonna go through what I picked up this week, and I've already read everything for the week. So, give you, I guess, some initial thoughts on everything that I picked up this week. But before we get into that, drop a comment below. Let me know what you picked up this week for New Comic Book Day. Drop a like on the video, and if you're watching this and you're here for the first time, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you know when we're dropping new videos. Welcome back, everybody. Let's kick this off with a new mini-series from Happy Tank Comics, the imprint from Behemoth Comics. We got Turbo Kid. This is the Apple's Lost Adventure, issue number 1 of 2. So just a 2-issue little mini-series of what happens with Apple prior to her coming into the movie Turbo Kid. If you haven't watched Turbo Kid, highly recommend you go check it out, because it is a hell of a blast of nostalgia to like 80s, 90s, mostly 80s, but a little bit 90s in there. Very retro vibe to it. This, lots of fun, interesting art on the inside. Black and white mostly with some red coloring in there. I picked up a couple covers for it. I was trying to get the other 2 covers, but my shop didn't get them in. They ordered one of them that didn't arrive, and then they didn't order enough for the 1 in 10, so did not get those. This was from last week, but my shop got in a replacement copy. They had damages. This is the Dan Katana cover for He Who Fights with Monsters, number 1. Then we've got this one from Scout Comics, Night of the Cadillacs. Dropped a review of this on the website youpromisedmecomics.com, and highly recommend checking this out. It's a lot of fun, and it's a crazy good art on the inside that some of the panels I'm just like staring at and think, wow. The overall vibe, it's got this like mix of art styles in it, and I think that's lots of fun. And then there's like these splash pages with really good art, so definitely recommend checking that one out. I believe it's also a 2-issue series that Scout's doing. Die issue number 20 this week. Very sad to see the end of this series. I'm not caught up, but I've gotten closer. I know I say I'm not caught up every time, but I've been reading through. I'm only a couple issues behind now, so almost caught up in time for the end. I'm going to make it last a little bit longer, I guess, doing this, but yeah, really I'm enjoying that series, and sad to see that it has ended, but I always knew 20 issues was probably going to be its ending. Space Bastards number 8 from Humanoids Comics. Glad to see this back at the action, back at the craziness. Derek Robertson back on art with this issue. And then in this it says next month, issue number 9 ends season 1 of Space Bastards. We know there's going to be more coming. I believe they've talked about sometime in the next little bit we might get the Kickstarter for the hardcovers for the next volumes. So I'm excited for that, because those giant volumes are so cool. I love them. We've got Beck Star issue number 5, wrapping this series up, from Joe Corallo, Lorenzo Colangeli, Mad Cave Studios book here. Love it. Absolutely love it. Sweeney Boo on the cover also. Just killer covers throughout the series. I'm sad that this one's over. I'm sad about some things that happened in this one, but definitely leaves this open to come back and explore this more. Kind of get a little cliffhanger at the end. So Mad Cave, bring this back. Let's get a volume 2 going for Beck Star. From Image, we've got Echolands #2. Holy crap. This is just such an innovative and unique comic. First of all, landscape, right? Second of all, high quality covers. Thirdly, the unique paneling and use of art to create panels is just so freaking cool. J.H. Williams, W. Hayden Blackman, Dave Stewart, Todd Klein, killing it. Absolutely killing it on that story. Cinnamon, issue #3 from Happy Tank Comics, Behemoth Comics. So much fun. Victoria Douglas doing such an amazing job on this. There's got to be more. This wraps up volume 1 of Cinnamon, but Kevin, if you're watching, make sure you bring this back for more, because just need more Cinnamon in my life. Next up, Something's Killing the Children #20. I picked up cover A, and I picked up the 1/25 Valerio Shitty cover. I believe that was who did the variant there. Such a cool cover there. But wow, the wrap up of her getting initiated into the order and the explanation of the different masks all was just so well done. Wrapping up volume 4 of Something is Killing the Children, and I'm here for as many more volumes as we can have. I don't think the story's gotten stale. I think even this volume reinvigorated the story with looking at origins of Erica, origins of some pieces of the House of Slaughter, learning more about the house. So I can't wait to see what else happens in the next volume. As well as we've got House of Slaughter coming up, so that's probably going to give us a little bit more of that. I know we're going to get a look at Aaron, and that's pretty cool to see some of his going-ons inside of the house. So yeah, very excited about everything in that universe. Again, I haven't actually really bought a 1/25, I think, in a while, but this one got me to say yes. I just love that cover. I've been cutting back on getting the variants for that because they are well published, high numbers, and there's so many of them. So you have a pick of your favorite covers. I'm always picking up the cover A, but there's only so many covers you can pick up. So I know House of Slaughter has just got tons and tons of variants. Lots of exclusives, and even the non-exclusives would go up to a 1/1000 variant. So I'm being selective with those. I haven't bought a single exclusive one yet. I don't know if I'm going to. I really like the main cover and the homage to A Nice House on the Lake, but that's coming at the end of next month because of printing delays because of the number needed to be printed. So got a little ways to go until that story comes out. Another one I picked up this week, Source Point Press's Suicide Jockeys from Ryland Grant. He is writing such an awesome story here. Highly recommend checking this one out. I don't read a lot of Source Point, and this is one I would definitely recommend checking out from Source Point. They've got some cool stories though, so I just haven't been super on the Source Point press bus because they haven't been on FOC. I think that might have changed recently, which is phenomenal. And I've only recently been getting myself to actually read through the catalog and get those orders in earlier. So now I'm making sure I check out Source Point and make sure I don't miss stories like this. We've got some Aftershock books here. Out of Body #4. Just Inaki Miranda just still killing it with the art on this. And then the story that Peter Milligan's telling in this issue and what it's setting up for issue 5 is just so much fun. So much fun and so intriguing as to what we might see happen next, and terrifying as to kind of how things left off. But I'm there for the entire ride. The other Aftershock book I got this week, Silver City number 5, the end of Silver City. It ends on maybe a little bit of a literal cliffhanger. I'm not sure how I feel about that, and there's no hint that we're going to get another volume of Silver City, so not too happy about the literal cliffhanger. But I think it's also one of those like ending, leaving it to interpretation type of things at the end. Either way, this was a hell of a ride throughout the entire series up to this point, and I would still recommend checking out this. If you didn't, pick it up when it's a trade paperback. Another Scout book this week, Corset number 1. This, I didn't think this was a one-shot, but it felt like a one-shot. I could be wrong because it does have an end that we could keep going on. I'd have to double check, but either way, it was really cool. It started out and I was like, it's talking about a lot of fashion stuff, I don't know. And then I got to some of the more intriguing parts and I was like, yep, you've got me. This is good. 2 Image books, ongoing series that I've been enjoying. Department of Truth. What issue was this? 13. Issue 13. Lucky number 13. Some crazy stuff going on in this one. Definitely, if you've fallen off because of other events that were going on with it, highly recommend reading this issue to see some stuff maybe that was started back in issue 2, issue 3 maybe, coming back into play here. Just great stuff that's going on in that book. And then Crossover, Donny Cates back writing with Jeff Shaw, Dee Cunniffe, John J. Hill, issue number 8 of Crossover. Interestingly, at the beginning it says, last time on, and it's every panel of the story, of Donny Cates' story. The Chip Zdarsky issue's not in there. Some weird stuff that they do in this one. I don't know how I feel about it. I overall have been really enjoying Crossover, and every issue I seem to get to the end and there's something good. This time I got to the end and it wasn't, I don't know, maybe I was expecting what we had action-wise going on in issue 8. Gonna let it go for another issue. Hopefully that brings back some of the stuff that I was loving about it from the first volume. If not, that I might have to drop it. But I've otherwise been really enjoying Crossover, just this issue, which it happens sometimes. You get an issue that you yourself don't like. It's a great issue, but yeah. This one though, I highly recommend you guys check out. I got to read this before it came out. So good. Absolutely love it. Terrifying. We've got a cover A here, cover B by I think Josh Hickson, which is terrifying in its own right, even though it's nice and beautiful and colorful. And I think it's a 1 in 10, 1 in 15, I think a 1 in 15 by Corin Howell. My shop's was damaged, so it was a little bit cheaper. Figured why not. I'm not getting it to sell or grade or anything. I'm getting it because I like the cover. So I thought that was a good way to get it cheaper and to get to appreciate the art on that one. But that is everything for this week. I didn't pick up any trades this week either, because the trades that I liked that were coming out this week were ones that I've already read. So like I talked about in the top picks video, the Autumnal came out today, Scarent Hood came out today, and Volume 2 of Shadow Service came out today. So highly recommend checking those 3 out. Obviously check out Volume 1 of Shadow Service before Volume 2, but yeah, 3 stories that I would recommend to anybody. But yeah, that is my pickup this week for New Comic Book Day for September 29th. Thank you all for watching, and if you've made it to this point and aren't subscribed, go hit the button down below. Let me know what you picked up this week for New Comic Book Day, and smash the like button on your way out.